Look, friends. Always friends in the Philippines. These beautiful ladies greeted me. These guapa. If you go onto one of these dating sites, immediately you get 100 women.
Hey guys, I'm just testing the mic, okay? So test it now. And then test it now with the mic, because I can't know what it sounds like until I actually start to edit this sucker. Okay, now, I gotta say, the good thing with me holding the camera and using the mic here, man, is that I'm getting used to vlogging again, you know? And that's the thing that was really holding me back before, was like, once I stopped doing it, months and months went by, and I sort of got this anxiety about starting travel vlogging again. So I thought, geez, how am I gonna do this? So the only thing, or the best idea you have at the time, is to procrastinate and say you're gonna do it later. But, so this is good. I'm meeting my good friend Michael here. We've only talked online. It's the first time I met him in person, but because I've seen him on Facebook so much that I kind of feel like I know him. You are one of very few foreigners who's trying to make his life here in the Philippines.
I don't know about one of few, but I certainly am.
Let me tell you what I know about you, and then
Okay.
you tell me where I'm wrong. Okay, so you got a YouTube channel called, and I think, honestly, as soon as I heard this name, I thought, this is the world's most perfect name for a YouTube channel. Why didn't I think of this? Because it's true for me. And the whole channel is called Big Dreams Philippines. This is true.
Big Dreams Philippines.
Big Dreams
That's
Philippines.
correct.
Okay,
on
so
YouTube and Facebook.
So, yeah, Michael Goins, you are 53 years old, right?
That's correct.
Okay, I'm gonna make a statement, and you're gonna say true and false.
Okay.
You're an Americano.
That's correct.
You're a working schmuck.
That's correct.
You're a 9-to-5 slave-a-rooney.
I think probably more like 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. slave schmuck, yeah.
And do you mind saying what your job is?
I work for an oil and gas company. I drive a fuel truck,
Okay.
12 to 14 hours a day.
Okay. And so...
Hamster wheel.
But there was light at the end of the tunnel, right?
Yes, for sure.
And that is?
The Philippines,
The
of course.
PH, right? Now, there's one big problem that a lot of guys have, and that is, you love the Philippines, and you love the babes here. The girls are fantastic here, but it's
Yes, they are.
It's hard to find the one.
I met someone here. It's really special. I've spent a lot of time with her, and we vibe. I'm not throwing any wedding rings anytime soon, but we enjoy the same things. We enjoy travel. She's young, no children.
Yep.
I have no children. Very easy. We get along well, and we'll see what things progress in the future.
So Michael here, 53 years old. You got the love of your life, right? And so what I'm wondering is, like a lot of people, it's like, well, okay, I had guessed before. I had guessed that he'd met his love of his life on a dating site. Turns out, to my surprise, you didn't even meet her on a dating site.
No dating site.
Okay, so that's fantastic. So do you mind if you're just going through the story, starting from you being in America talking to a girl?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, like a lot of guys, I was in America, very depressed, just hating my life. Ended a very, very, very bad relationship with an American woman that basically almost burned me to the ground. And like a lot of men, I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I didn't come to the Philippines necessarily for a woman. I came here to escape the stress of the United States. So I knew there were women here, and I talked to women online, and I met a couple of women online. When I came to the Philippines for the first time, it just didn't jive. The couple of girls that I met online, when I met them in person, they wanted money, or there was just not the chemistry there. And so I basically just given up on the woman thing. And lo and behold, it was a very rainy day here in Mobile. I actually went into a store here. I won't say what store, keep some anonymity, but I was looking for a raincoat, and I ended up meeting my girlfriend. Things progressed slow. We had dinner. She brought a friend, as a lot of Filipinos will, because, you know, they don't necessarily trust us from the beginning. So we had dinner. I liked her vibe. We connected on Facebook, and we started going on little adventures together, seeing waterfalls. She invited me to the province to meet her family, and I just knew there was something about her. Really enjoyed being around her, and we were just platonic friends for over a year.
So when you say you knew there was something special about her, how long did it take you to realize there was something special about her?
Immediately.
That's very interesting. So it's
The
almost
first,
like
the,
a
the
chemical
first
reaction.
5 seconds.
Interesting.
Yeah. I was literally looking at her. She made eye contact with me. I made eye contact with her, and I was like, "Damn, there's something here." Like,
if you're going to be a little more specific, what would you say was the reason why instantly at the beginning, the very beginning?
I could just notice like a honesty in her eyes. I could notice maybe a little bit of vulnerability, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I just meant that she wasn't guarded. I mean, and I could just see that she was a very honest, caring person. I don't know, it's just very strange. I mean, I thought she was very beautiful from the beginning, but not like you see some pinup model and say, oh, she's sexy, whatever. But I just really thought there was a beauty in her, and I could just see an honesty in her eyes. And I'm like, wow, this is different. A lot of guys have had this experience, me included, online. If you go onto one of these dating sites, immediately you get 100 women, honey baby, this, that, and then the next thing you know, give me money for this and that. And I could just sense that there was more to her than that. So
So this is interesting because, like, what people don't realize when they have their journey here in the Philippines, there's stages involved. You're at your particular stage right now, and so the beginning stage was really getting here and getting your feet wet.
Yes,
right? Getting
for sure.
used to it, okay?
For sure.
Step 2 was sort of meeting the love of your life.
Yes.
Okay? And step 3 is, well, you're looking for land right now, right?
I am, and I want to build a house here, and I want to make a life for myself here.
You don't want to say the proximate location?
I don't mind. Southern Cebu, for sure.
Okay.
We're looking in several areas. I love Bantayan. It's beautiful. I love the outskirts of Mobile. Mobile is a little too chaotic for me. But even the other side of the island, near Oslo, there's a lot of quiet little places over there. So.
Okay, well, let me ask you, can you say one thing that you like about one of these locations?
Peacefulness. It just, you know, like here in Mobile, where we are now, we're in a location that is not so chaotic, but as you get closer to, say, Penexama Beach, it's just flooded with tourists. It's chaos. I'm looking for peace and quiet, and I'm getting older. I don't need to have a lot of nightlife and stuff like that. And we like mountains, we like snorkeling, we like the beach. So maybe something that has a little bit of both. You know, like if I'm 15, 20 minutes from the ocean, that would be great. But if I'm up in the mountains a little bit where the climate is a little bit colder and it's a little bit more quiet, then perfect.
So let me ask you a little bit of a personal question here, my good man. And the question is, you're not yet of retirement age.
No, I'm only 53, so I've got 9 years left.
Okay, so this brings up a little bit of a conundrum, my good friend.
Yeah,
so,
it does.
Well, what the hell are we going to do about this? You don't want to wait 9 years, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay, so?
I'm thinking 3, and you know, the thing is, I have thought about bringing her to the United States. I've certainly thought about that as an option, but she's so close to her family that I don't think she would really enjoy being in the United States.
Okay.
She would do it to be with me,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to paint her a picture that the United States is kind of cold in a way. It's all about making money. Things are very expensive. So my plan is within 3 years, I hope to find property here, build a small house, something very modest, you know, 1 bedroom, you know, very, very modest house. Once I have that house built and property here that I've got a home base, I'll probably sell my house in the United States and live here for 6 months out of the year, go back to the United States, work 6 months out of the year, and just do that until I get enough money to stay here.
So basically, you're quite lucky to have a flexible job.
Very, very lucky.
And so you can use this flexible job where if you had a low overhead kind of life here in the Philippines, you could save up enough during 6 months in America to come here and live for 6 months.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could.
Well, not only live here for 6 months, but thrive here for 6 months and save money.
Okay, so what is the next step in your life?
Well, I think the next step is building that house. We've discussed maybe even a couple little small businesses here. I don't want to have stress in my life, but even if we could earn a couple $100 US a month, it would subsidize our income a little bit and just make it easier for us to live here.
Okay, so
and travel the Philippines. I want to see as many islands. We enjoy getting on the bike and going to different places. She's very adventurous like I am, and so we want to see as many places as we can.
Well, let me ask you a separate question. Now, not to go down a list of different places you've been to, but can you recommend one place that maybe a foreigner coming here, renting a scooter or just visiting, maybe that foreigner would like to see this particular place, in your experience?
I would say southern Cebu is very beautiful because you've got the best of both worlds. You've got the ocean, you've got the mountains, there's a lot of waterfalls here, there's a lot of activities that you can do. In my very limited experience of places to go and little islands, Bantayan Island is wonderful.
Okay, now let's say, there's two kinds of traveling, it's like you're single and you're gonna travel, and you're a couple and you're gonna travel, right? So if you're a couple and you're gonna travel, you're gonna go to more romantic places.
Yeah,
like
sure.
waterfall. And then if you are single, you're gonna sort of skip the romantic places because
Yeah.
you're gonna sit there like Johnny Lonely as
Yeah.
all the other couples are getting it on, right? Now, you mentioned a place called, what was that island called?
Bantayan.
Bantayan Island. Okay, now listen, a single gent, Americano guy, he is coming to the Philippines. He wants to maybe meet someone, but the thing is, like, you got some places where the girls ignore you and some places where they give you attention, okay?
Yeah.
So in your experience in the Philippines, where is a place that single guy, that American guy, can come here and he can actually get attention from the girls and maybe meet his love of his life?
I would say southern Cebu is a great spot, but I will also say that if you really want that island feel, you want that tropical feel, you want a place there's not a lot of traffic and you're going to get a lot of eyes on you, Bantayan Island.
Now, if you were going to rate Bantayan Island or southern Cebu in terms of eyeballs at the American dude, which one would get more eyeballs?
Bantayan. But I will say that if you are up in the mountains in southern Cebu or even away from the tourist spots, you're going to get a lot of attention. I was in the Bantayan Highlands just a couple of days ago, and I think I told you this story off camera, and we drove up a pretty precarious road where my girlfriend had to get off the bike and I had to go up this gravel road to get to the plateau, if you will, and there was like 4 young girls up there having lunch. These young ladies up here having some lunch. Ladies, would you like to be on my video? Would you like to say hi to my video? Look, friends. Always friends in the Philippines. These beautiful ladies greeted me. These guapa girls up here. And welcome to the Philippines. Welcome to the Philippines.
Welcome to Bantayan Highlands.
Welcome to Bantayan Highlands. More fun in the Philippines. Salamat kayo, girls.
Salamat.
Well, I got up there, I said hello to them, and let's just say they were very excited to see me, okay?
That's very interesting.
And if I were a single guy, easily I probably could have gotten contact information from one of them and not gotten shot down.
And that's where the love
As a 53-year-old man, and these were young girls, probably in their mid-20s,
Yeah.
they were excited to see me. Pretty cool. That doesn't happen in my country.
It does not happen. Now, let's say we're in America now. Now, first of all, do you mind if I say what state you're from?
Yeah, from Mississippi.
Mississippi. Oh, you're from the South.
Yeah, on the Gulf Coast, but I'm on the ocean, the Gulf Coast of Mississippi, close to Florida.
Oh, do you live right next to Gulf of America? Just joking. Okay. Now, let's say you're in Mississippi, okay? And you go up to a bunch of college girls and you say, hey, baby Roonies, how's it going? Like you did there in the Highlands. Now, how is it going to go down? Now, here, they're very friendly to you and they're receptive. And they actually wanted to date you, but you were not available. Now, you go up to some college babes in the Mississippi and you say the same thing. You say, hey, baby Roonies, how's it going? What are they going to say to you, my good man?
Well, they're probably going to pull out some mace and maybe spray me in the face if I get too close, but they're going to think I'm a creep. They're not.
Well, they're going to call 911.
Yeah,
Who
of
the
course.
hell is this creep?
Of course.
They want the cops to come.
They're
and tell
definitely
you
not.
away.
They're definitely not going to speak to me. They're going to say something crappy to me, like "get away," or even if they don't say anything derogatory, it's going to be like "get away from me."
You're basically. Let's put it this way, my good man. Your love story is not going to start in Mississippi, is this correct?
That's correct.
Okay, but it could have started in the Highlands, but they were a bit too late.
Of course.
The star was taken, and you already met the love of your life.
And we joke, like, I love her to death, and she's got a wonderful sense of humor, my girlfriend. She's nearby. But she even says to me, when we're in Bantayan or other places, if she wasn't around, I would be sold out. Meaning that there would be another girl that would jump on this train immediately. And that's just the truth. I mean, it's just the truth.
Homie, you're making me want to go to Bantayan Island. Would you say this is a good choice I could make?
Yeah, of course. Of course. You'll love it.
Okay.
It's good nightlife. It's cheap. The food is cheap.
They got a nightlife there?
Yeah, they do.
That's in the tourist area, right?
Yeah.
And then if you go off the beaten path, that's where you meet the innocent sort of.
Yeah, but wherever you are in Bantayan, if you're in Santa Fe, which is the tourist area, yeah, you get a little bit of everything. You get great food. You get good nightlife with bands on the weekends. You get a lot of single people that go to these bars to listen to music. But I'm telling you, if you drive 10 minutes away from Santa Fe, you will literally have women catcalling you. I've never had that happen to me in my whole life, but even with my girlfriend near me, women are catcalling me, telling me, and I would tell her, what are they saying? What are they saying? And they would giggle, and I knew they were talking to me or saying something, and she would say, oh, they're saying you're yummy.
Wow.
And I said, what? Wild.
Hey, man, it takes a lot to sell Scotty Boy on a location, okay? But you've just sold me on Ben.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 girls walking down the street in rural Bantayan telling you that you're yummy. Yeah, if I was a single guy with no girlfriend, I would have probably locked up the brakes on the scooter, turned around, and at least talked to one of them.
Yeah, because that's where the love story begins.
Yeah.
And, hey, we all want love, right?
Of course.
Okay, now the problem is now, my buddy Cal, he's happily with a girl now.
Yeah.
Now,
And I'm friends with Cal too.
Yes, I know you are.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is, I think Cal's going to say adios to his baby Rooney and head over to, where was that island called?
Bantayan.
Bantayan Island. Mela. I'm just joking, Mela. Okay, calm down.
I think that's one of the islands he hasn't been to yet, but just say it.
I appreciate it, Michael. I don't want to take up too much of your time because we're going to get back to chillaxing with our beer. But I just wanted to introduce Michael because you had an interesting story. And I didn't know if he'd warm up to the camera being on it, but he was down. He was okay with that, so I appreciate that. And if anyone wants to contact Michael, can you give him some sort of contact information?
Yeah, you can contact me on Facebook, Michael Goins, Goins. Also, Big Dreams Philippines on Facebook. And I have a YouTube channel called Big Dreams Philippines on YouTube.
So great to meet you. I don't want to take up any more of your time because when you're on camera, it's a bit different than when the camera's not on.
Yeah, of course. And I've watched Scotty Boy here since he started his channel, and it's an honor, a pleasure, my friend, to meet you in person. And we've had a lot of fun here just talking off camera. It's been great.
Hit the like button, please. Please. I know you think my channel stinks. But please subscribe. Guys, I'll see you on the very next video. Take care.